Oh, we made it. We made it. Oh, but I forgot to wake up the mythic animals. I forgot to plug in my mic. Where is my mic at? My mic sounds nice. So let's go and get all this popping off. Messing up, brother Tim. But I'm glad to be here in the congregation of the mighty family. You know, so let's get it together. I gotta get my mythical creatures together. See what happens. Alright, and so now all of my seemed like all of my databases said 0 again, so we going back through that. So I need to check and see if we get the black signal. Okay. So it says since the message is out, so I'm going to translate this right here into the chat. I'm going to say great day to you, great Nia, to all of you. Black signal hit. The black signal hit. You can't do no better than that. All right. Open in browser. Let's check. I'm trying to stream in a new way today. And I think I have solved the problem to my stream not being up on my timeline. I couldn't understand why, so I had to do some reading, and I found out that, you know, it was something that I was doing. So I said, oh, shit. So I had to make some corrections. But my bit rate is still high. I think that's what they call it. My keyframe interval still high. So that means everything's going to be buffering and moving slow. So I want to apologize. But first, family, let me do this. I want to welcome you to the congregation of the mighty, where your hustle builds muscle. Where your hustle builds muscle. This is Giami. You ready? Journey. Okay. Media. This is the Heart of a Simba production, and this is the Daily Toast. We strive to blow up your old paradigm. Alright, here we go. Let's try it again from the top. It's Nia. I didn't even get my breaths. Drink your water. some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath, man, that felt better. Drink, 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 drink. Or should we say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Now, grab your glass for some water. Get your bottle of water. Twist the tap off that water. Lift it for your water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water, stretch. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, move, and drink. Now, raise your glass to your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. What? Raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then. Take a breath and drink some water. Lift and pour yourself some water. Move your body for some water. Raise that glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. Or should I say, breathe, eat, move. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink it up with me, fam. 1 minute. How could I be so off? All right. Great news to each and every last one of you I see. I see Brother Kwame out there. Somebody is piloting the Giambi Journey. They wish everybody peace, love, and light. Who piloted the Giambi Journey machine today? Right? So, family, it's time for us to do our toast. We are running late. You know, I had a late night last night, man. We had a good, it was a good show. And I was surprised because Sister Kim called in from Wazadugu, and she said it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. So it was like 9:30 here. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning there. She said I rolled over and saw the show and just like, boom, got on. So I'm like, oh. So Lady J called in, had a good conversation, and, you know, I had to ask the question, and throw it out there, you know, just throw a little bait out there, you know. Now Nelson, what's up, Nelson? Nelson, I like that. That's your new name now, Nelson, Nelson. Is that how you say it? Nelson. All right. So family. So I just discovered something new this morning. So yesterday y'all saw the tea. But the tea went through a transformation. So now I have found out how to get that gelatinous. Look, it don't even make a sound when I pour. I would have made a sound that time, trying to prove me wrong. Some shit like, how kind of shit is that, right? But listen to that, family, listen. Whole different quality, right? And if you look at, it's a little bit, it's more like peach juice right now. You know what I'm saying? That consistency of that peach juice. So I done figured out how to get that. So now I got to decide on if I want to do that with every batch. All right. So first, family, we going to toast the Creator by whatever name you choose to call. The Creator, we lift up our glass. Oh, hold on. Family, on March the 30th, we are having our Giami Journey Mall. We are inviting everybody out. Make sure you like and share. I have figured out how to keep the post up on Facebook, I think. So we will see. Well, at least it's going to stay up on the Giami Journey page. On my Facebook page, it's going to continue not being there, right? So we got the mall on March 30th. We got it on the last weekend in April, and we got it on the last Kaumba in April, and we have the Malcolm X Festival on the last Kaumba of May. So family, we got 3 major activities popping off, and the first one is the 30th of this month, which is in exactly 8 days. Are you? Yes, we are. That is paypal.me/GNJ1. I'll post it up. Remember, please spread the word to the vendors. If you come early, it's $20. Like everything before the 30th, it's $20. Food vendors is $30. After that, the price goes up, right? So, let me post that up. PayPal.me/GNJ1. Going to make sure you mark down the name of the business that's registered. And also we're going to be, because like heavily next week, we're going to start taking donations for the Malcolm X festivals, as well as vendor fees as well. So we'll be talking a little bit more about that in the coming weeks. We just got to knock out some final discussions and lock down the entertainment and the speakers. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, it's going down. All right, first, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call the Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that Creator, family, and we say, I see you, Joe Berry. You inboxed me. I wonder if you on here with us. If you are, great day to you, great Nia to you, sir. I will read what you sent me afterwards, after the show. So we lift up and we say, Ashe, For all those that want the ambrosia, I will have bottles of original, gallon bottles of original at the place. I might even break it down and have some. What do I got any half? Yeah, I might be able to get some half gallons as well as a few bottles. Now the bottles are a little bit more expensive. So lift up the glass to the Creator and we say Ashe. Now we move on to our list of our illustrious, marvelous ancestors. Man, have they been working? Have they been working? Have they been working? We call on Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert Tex, Anna Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Chris Pendergast, and Alina, Uncle Chris, I'm Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis of our Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Pollard, Monty Cupid Manel, Normal X, Pat Mount Ram, Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamau, the Farmer Elder, Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Hughes at Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Ever Broke Proactor Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling Lucy Wright, Dick L. Polly, and the Luxter brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janet Frost, Charles Jordan, Kill Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Anna Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Rain Walker Sr., Sarah J. Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Meldell Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Weatherly, Be the Farmer, I'll go to Sue, Show Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theodis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thorne, Pearl G. Thorne, Alda Johnson, Flores M. Carter, Joanne Thorne, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keach Larice, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow Slimmy Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore, Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hader Pearson, Sturgeon Thorne, Richard Thorne, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Marshall, Peter Peacock, Willie Thorne, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thorne, Frankie Quells, Urania Thorne, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Del Rita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Human World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinez, Elder Amateur Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Frank Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs, Second Bina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dilly Lamont Aries, Jean and Rube Jones, Jana Callahan, William Walter West, Nigel Parrish, Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Walters, DeFriedis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Hadley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., William Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Peanut Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Neilon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Archie Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensenbar, Hazel Gadsden, Jay Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Akobuki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, President Bruce Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tom Irby, Roy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Marco Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Kate, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino, Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Melly Miller, Housie Hatch, Dan Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manny and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Times, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heap Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earlton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, and West Staten, Joel Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Vet Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brownlee Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Maria Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Van Mitchell, Robert Corbett Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Chuck Maha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Cooper, George Swan, Emmanuel Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. NVM, he's there. NVM. I don't understand. Cindy, Miss Johnson, hit me up. Let me know. I don't understand what that means. NVM, he's there. Okay. Joella Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Six, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James, Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joey, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Ed Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacy Trice, Denise Gorey, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khalid Isin, also known as Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, Sharifa. All right, family. She said, never mind. Oh, never mind. Okay. I should have known that. All right. I'm slow. I apologize, sis. All right. So we lifted up our ancestors, and we say Ashe. From there, we move to the present moment. Where are we in the present moment? Of course, we know right now. I told y'all, great Nia. It is Nia. We lift up our glass. We shout you out on Nia. Activate those reticular formations. We are looking for Nia today. Where is purpose active in our community? Let's find it and share it on Gianni Journey's page. We lift up and we say Ashe. Nia, for those that don't speak the language, is purpose. Balance is the meiotic principle. Yellow is the color. Rhythm is the Hermetic law. Male name for the day is Kofi. Female name is Afua. Hey, Afua, how you doing? Huh? We lift up our glass. We say, Ashe, right? Right? So the moment, the present, or the moment is all we really have, all we got to build with. So, family, let's get busy with it, right? So we can lay the foundation for this next step. The next step is lifting up the future, our children, our children's children, onto infinity, family, right? Pray for my space today. Okay. Go. This is why, family, this is why I love her. Don't want to crowd the space if there are more. Hold on. All right, I'm going to read afterward. Wow, see, and this is what I'm saying, family. Go on and share, let people know, because we this more going to listen. We're trying to do this every month, giving the family space so that we could go on and get commerce and networking happening. So we lift up for our children, our children's children, on to infinity. We say Ashe. From there, family, we move to all of our relations, and we say Ashe. From all of our relations, you know what we move to? From all of our relations, we move to that moment, this moment right now. No, not this moment. We move to that selfish libation. This is for you, family. What is it that you need? Obviously, I need to pour some of this tea out because that's too much. Don't know what the hell I was drinking after drinking all that water, but this moment, family, what is it that you need right now to be successful? Lift up our glass, we say Ashe. Where do we go from there? Lift up our glass. And guess what we say? Right? Lift up our glass and we toast the most marvelous, beautiful, uplifting, inspiring, strong, magnificent, fantastic, brilliant, powerful individual in the room. You know who that is? That's you, family. I lift up my glass to you, I toast you, and I say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. I wish you peace, power, joy in 100 years, family. Let's go and sit, because this is look, the consistency. What is this? Computer, why do you bother me in the middle of my show? It's your fuckery. All right. One love, fam. Let's see. Whoa. I think it's gonna change a little bit more before the night, but I'm starting to get a deep appreciation for some just plain green tea. Because it's a process in its own. You learn a lot. All right, family. So, I want to wish each and every last one of you a peaceful. I wish you peace, power, and joy in 100 years. And as we say, I don't know if I did it already. I did it. Ashe. I'm gonna do it again. Ashe. Ashe. Family, we are out.